Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Train Smart Worldwide. This week we're talking about food and nutrition and all that fun, great stuff. So, what we are talking about today, we just talked about breakfast last and some easy, quick, no excuses breakfast that you can get in even if you're not typically a breakfast eater, because I know a lot of people unfortunately still aren't, even though it's one of the most important meals that we can have every day. The other most important meal that we have every day, or close to every day hopefully, at least 3 times a week, is our post-workout meal. Now, working out is a big deal. A lot of people, they either do their workouts wrong, unfortunately, they do it too much, too long, not approaching it the right way. But at least you're getting something in, right? So one of the things that you need to do in order to maximize your workout is that you have to have a really great post-workout nutrition. So after your workout, research currently says that you should have it within 1 hour of stopping your activity. You need to have some sort of, whether it's food, shake, something, you need to have recovery nutrition, so recovery food. What you want to do when you have done an intense resistance exercise, whether it's metabolic type exercise or strength or whatever else you're doing, when you've really taxed your body, which applies to like high intensity interval cardio or strength training, weight training, circuit training, stuff like that. Not so much, to the steady state cardio or whatnot. I mean, that's great that you did it, but recovery wise, you don't really need the specifics as much. You don't have to be on point. But when you're doing the resistance training especially, and you're breaking down that muscle, like what you're doing when you exercise is you're creating micro tears into your muscles, and you are breaking down your body so that you obviously want to build it up and let it repair and recover and become better and more efficient. That's the whole goal here. So, especially to those people who are working out and they think more is better, it's not always necessarily better. You have to have that recovery factor in there. So one of the most important things is the food. So I'm going to stop talking and being long-winded, but let's get to the food. So typically you want to have a 1-to-2 ratio or a 1-to-3 ratio. That's what research has said up to this point thus far, and it's been that way for a few years now. 1-to-2 ratio or 1-to-3 ratio of protein to carbohydrates. So ideally, it varies depending on whether you're male or female, what your body weight is, what your muscle mass is, stuff like that. But you want to get in, say, if 15 grams of protein, you'd want 30 to 45 grams of carbohydrates. If you had 20 grams of protein, you'd want 40 to 60 grams of carbohydrates. Now, what you want to do, you don't necessarily really have to focus in on like the specific grams and the counting and whatever else. But what you need to do is, one, you need to get some quick absorbing carbohydrates, which is typically, unless, if you're having a shake and you can find a nice recovery shake, I actually recommend, a big plug right here, I don't sell it either, so this is a true plug, Surge. Surge by Biotest is really awesome, superior. I've done actually been part of testing for research and stuff like that, studies, and it's really great in recovery. Your body, you just feel like you're just about invincible. Recovery time is a lot quicker. You're not as sore. It's just a really great post-workout drink. So Surge Recovery by Biotest, I use that regularly. But anyways, that's great. But if you're not into protein drinks and whatever else, or you're out on the run and on the go, one of the big things that has been in the news as of late, like the past year or so, too, has been milk. Milk, chocolate milk, whatever you want to do. the reason why is because of the natural sugars that are in milk. So you're going to get that quick absorbing carbohydrate, right? Like we talked about, like the natural sugars are the quick absorbing carbohydrate. And then you also have a protein, and it's about a 1-to-2 ratio, depending on whether or not you're having like regular milk, chocolate milk. If you have rice milk, if you're lactose intolerant or something like that. Same thing, you just want to go, maybe you could go sweetened, just don't go for the overload of the sugar, but that's really great for repair and stuff. And a lot of times, especially if you don't feel like you're hungry, sometimes I feel like it's 50%. Like some people are really hungry after the workout, and some people just don't feel like they could eat anything within the hour after their workout. So that's another reason why a shake or a drink might be a great option for you. So as far as food goes, great things to have would be, if you can have dairy, cottage cheese or yogurt. Yogurt has the natural occurring sugars, and it's got the protein. Same thing with cottage cheese, and then just adding a piece of fruit in there with it, because the fruit is, again, that quick absorbing sugar. If you had a nice, like say you're having breakfast, egg whites, oatmeal, and fruit, so you have, or like raisins, dried fruit, anything like that, even a little bit of honey on your oatmeal, that would be a great quick absorbing sugar. So you have the honey and the egg whites, and then of course you have the oatmeal to kind of tide you over a little bit longer, because those are more slow digesting carbohydrates. So a couple of good options there. Say you work out in the evening, make sure, I know there's a lot of things out there that say you don't have carbs after this time of day, or don't have them, at night, or blah, blah, blah. If you just did a resistance workout, you better have some carbs in your meal, okay? So it is necessary. Post-workout is important. It will help more than it will hinder. It won't hinder at all. It'll help more than it will hinder. Your body needs this to get better and to fuel itself and to improve and to help in fat loss as well. So it's really important to make sure that you keep that up. Also, just so you know, a couple different options might be, let's see, bread, different types of like white rice if you go out and you have some sushi. The one thing that you want to focus on is just making sure that you're not including a high amount of fat post-workout, because what that is going to do is slow down the absorption of the food, and that's the last thing that you want right after your workout. So ideally, it's great to include healthy fats in your meals throughout the day, but ideally this is not the best place to have those healthy fats included into your diet. So post-workout, you want to leave for the quick absorbing carbs and the protein. Stay away from those healthy fats. Leave them for the other meals to have that, and you're going to get your best results that way. Okay, so if you have any questions, definitely come ask us over at the forum or at the bottom of this blog, and we'd love to hear your comments. We're not getting a lot of comments anymore these days, so I know people send me emails all the time and tell me how they thought this was great or that was great. Leave a comment on the blog page. So I hope that helped. I hope that answered a few questions and clears a few things up for you. And next time we'll be talking about other meals throughout the day, great meal ideas or snack ideas. Okay, so have a great day, and thanks for stopping by Train Smart Worldwide.